Don't be a boob. For more videos like this one, please subscribe to this channel.
Early this morning, but have you seen a lot of cleaning up, say, yesterday and the past couple days, or are people still kind of surveying the damage? Going to be a wet ride on the Capitol Beltway and still some showers lingering around into early Monday night. The good news is it's not a cold rain. You're going to be in the 60s, so it's going to be a nice mild rain. You can see these showers spread out from the mid-Atlantic up into portions of New England as we head into your Monday. NYC, I'm going to call this a cool rain for you guys. When you're talking about rain in the upper 50s, cloudy skies, your Monday night, that is at least for me, a sweater under my rain jacket type of rain. So let's time it out for you. Starting you out tonight, you'll notice those waves of rain moving through New York City, moving through Long Island as well. And then we are really going to see some pockets of that heavier rain as we head into your Monday morning. So if you are heading out, if you're heading out on that 495, you will be dealing with some pockets of heavier rain at times. That's going to last into your early afternoon, but it doesn't stop there. Waves of rain continue to roll through as this tropical moisture hangs around into tomorrow night. Now, generally about 1 to 2 inches for places like Patterson and Yonkers, but as you look here south of Sandy Hook Bay, could see 2 to 3 inches around that area. So some places could definitely pick up a couple inches of rain out of this before all is said and done. But eventually, Melissa,
where we're seeing a lot of those utility crews going in, a lot of you helpful folks that want to go help your neighbors in need in southwestern Louisiana. You're going to notice that throughout the day today, we're going to have pretty quiet weather, but you still want to check for debris, road closures that could be possible along your route to get where you're trying to go. We still have over 350,000 customers without power in the state of Louisiana, and a lot of those are in Calcasieu Parish and down towards the Lake Charles area. Now, in terms of the forecast for today, we don't have rain in the forecast. We're starting off 70s this morning. This afternoon for cleanup activities along the I-10 corridor, we're going to be in the 80s, 84 in New Orleans, 82 in Lake Charles, and even into this evening, looks like the rain is going to hold off for a while, Felicia.
Yeah, and that is the good news. Now, the bad news, of course, is you've been dealing with all of this aftermath from storms like Laura and Delta. People have been without power or homes, and they are just left scrambling for something nutritious to eat. And in many cases, they turn to volunteer organizations to help. Joining us now from Lake,
you see the streets littered with debris, and you think that you just feel so bad for these people, but you'll really never know what they're going through until you go through something like that yourself.
Yeah, I can really empathize with everyone going through that. I grew up in Central Florida, and I was there in high school, actually, when we had Charlie, Francis, and Jean all crossed right over. It was a sea of blue tarps. You could see that through our city, but then the electricity being out, it's like you're out in the heat cleaning things up, and then you go home and you just can't cool off at all. So I really understand what they're going through there. It's rough.
And they already went through it once, and now 6 weeks later, they've got to do it again. Hopefully, though, this time, with all of the major transformers not being out, hopefully getting the power restored will be a little bit quicker than the last time, but we want to keep all of them in our thoughts.
Yeah, of course. We know a long road ahead, but they're resilient there. Spreading through as we head into the beginning of your work week. So if you are one of the people still heading actually physically into work on Monday, the Beltway is going to be a wet ride, waves of rain continuing, and then showers into early Monday night. You can see this rain shield really spreading from the Carolinas up into New England as we head through your Monday. Mainly showers, but a few storms could certainly be embedded within those showers. For NYC, this is going to be, I would call this a chilly-ish rain. Now, maybe you're a little bit hardier if you're used to the New York weather, but 55 and rainy, maybe a bit breezy at times. I'd say maybe a sweater under your rain jacket. Let's talk about it, though. Let's time it out for you here. You can see waves of rain starting overnight tonight and into Monday morning. 495, man, it's going to be a wet ride. Give yourself some extra time if you do have to be out and about. Some pockets of heavier rain will certainly be embedded in there, but this is mostly going to be kind of that light showery activity for places like Yonkers and Patterson. We're going to stretch that through Bridgewater as well. And then you can see we finally start to get a little bit of a break as we head into the latter part of Monday and into Tuesday. Now, generally 1 to 2 inches, but some higher amounts certainly possible here south of Sandy Hook Bay. 3 inches possible for some places. But then, Melissa, a couple cold fronts going to move through and clear everything out.
Yeah, Minneapolis, Des Moines, and then earlier this afternoon and evening, Sioux Falls over towards Fargo in South Dakota there. So look at this. We've got a cold front coming in. Ahead of this cold front, we have a little bit of moisture to work with. It's going to allow for a little more lift in the atmosphere, get these storms going. And it's not going to be, clusters of thunderstorms. It's likely going to be a line of storms. Let me show you this hour by hour on the future radar. You'll notice we're quiet this morning, and we should still be quiet if you're getting out on a Sunday morning. You want to go to church, you're heading out to do your nice walk or something like that. Enjoy the weather before the storms move in. 1 o'clock, we're still dry, but let's push the future radar out into 4 o'clock. By this point, look at this cluster of storms, this line of storms developing from Fargo down to Sioux Falls. That will progress further eastward, and by 8 o'clock moving into Omaha, we get into 10 o'clock. It is moving straight into downtown Minneapolis with the potential for damaging winds. And yes, we could see maybe a brief spin-up tornado, but the torcon threat overall fairly low for today. We go through the overnight. Those storms blow through Minneapolis. They move east and race into Green Bay by first thing tomorrow morning. Looks like Chicago also will be getting some storms to start the work week as well. Felicia, behind this storm risk,